Let's talk some Friday night NBA with this double gamer powered by WagerTalk. It's Teddy Covers from WagerTalk.com with a pair of big game breakdowns. We're going to talk Denver, Houston, Nuggets, Rockets, and another West Coast game. We'll talk about Portland, Golden State before this double gamer is through. Right now, looking at my Odds Logic live odds screen for the first game, I'm seeing Houston minus 2.5, total 234.5, 235, 235.5 in that range. Let's call it 235. Let's call it 2.5, 235 for the Nuggets and the Rockets. And these two teams, number one and number two in the NBA in offensive efficiency so far this season. Both of these squads very capable of putting the biscuit in the basket. One of these two teams tonight, though, is a little bit more hungry than the other one, at least in this bettor's opinion. That team's Denver. Denver's last two games, they lost at home to Chicago, and then they were kind of sluggish in a win at New Orleans, which, again, it's not over the long course of a long NBA season. You're going to have sluggish showings. That was the game they controlled and then kind of let the Pelicans back into it. You know, when you read the quotes from David Edelman, the Nuggets head coach, you know, he wasn't happy with a lot of their stuff. We had 20 turnovers. We have to take care of the ball better than that. Some of the glaring things we saw that late in this game, we have to keep watching tape. We get a chance to practice and go through these things. It's situational basketball. We just have to finish games better. That's the bottom line. So a little bit of urgency in Denver. They haven't played well their last two, 1-1 straight up and 0-2 ATS during that span. Houston's kicking the crap out of everyone right now. This is a team that is very much power rated appropriately as, again, if you talk about where my NBA power ratings are, I've got OKC at the top, and right beneath them, these two teams, Houston, Denver. The Lakers with LeBron James back is also in that grouping of the very best teams in the league. And Houston, what have they won? 4 in a row, 5 in a row, 8 of their last 9 ball games. And some impressive wins, including the one they had in Cleveland earlier this week when they played the giant lineup that they were using early in the season in order to counter the Cavs' size. I don't know if they'll be able to do that tonight. Steven Adams, questionable. Looks like he's got the flu. There's flu bugs going around all over the league, and Adams has that. So that may leave them without one of their bigs this evening. And from a point spread standpoint, they've been covering numbers, beating on Washington and Milwaukee and Portland and Cleveland in recent weeks. Not a team I'm going to rush to step in front of, but from a situational standpoint, I do think the Nuggets have this game circled in a way that Houston may not. And again, we talk about the statistical profile of these two squads. Number one and number two in the NBA in offensive efficiency. That said, neither one of them plays particularly fast. And that is reflected in this total. But the lean here is Denver plus the points. And I wouldn't argue with anyone that wants to play this game up and over the total. We are talking about two elite offensive teams, and Houston may not have one of their rim protecting bigs in this one. So I do look to the Nuggets side, and I look to the over in this one. Before I talk about Golden State and Portland, I do want to let you know about what's going on right now at WagerTalk.com. And I want to ask you guys one simple favor. If you like these type of breakdowns, hit that like button. Thanks. Problem solved. Appreciate it. Like, comment below. Tell us what you think about the NBA tonight or moving forward. And, of course, if you haven't done so, subscribe to the WagerTalk YouTube channel. We're approaching 250,000 subscribers. The reason why we have so many subscribers is because we put out good free content every single day. Subscribe, get instant alerts when these videos go live. I encourage you. Check it out. And, of course, check out my homepage, wt.buzz/TC. We have a single best bet in the NBA tonight. Don't buy it. I'm about to give it to you for free right here on this video. That's because I got Portland Golden State is the second game that we're going to talk about. That being said, great packages available. $49 Weekend Warrior football package, $49 Weekend Warrior basketball package. Get on board. Don't buy a play, buy a package. Get on board. every play for the weekend, just $49. Again, WT.buzz/TC or visit WagerTalk.com. So when it comes to the Blazers and the Warriors, I'll give Portland credit. They came back from the dead. They were down 21 in the fourth quarter against Chicago the other night, the final game of their homestand, and they showed some urgency. Put together a 31-7 run. Took the lead, less than a minute to play, furious rally, and then found a way to lose it at the end. Yeah, it's been tough for Portland since Chauncey Billups was arrested. It's kind of put a cloud over the franchise. And the quotes from the interim head coach, Iago Splitter, he's being forced to play rotation guys he doesn't want to play. Quote, developmental players are getting playing time because of all the injuries that they've had. Again, they're not missing their top point guard, their top two. They're missing their top 3 point guards. That's a problem when you don't have Lillard or Holiday or Henderson. When you're expecting to have at least 2 of those 3, you don't have any, it creates issues. Meanwhile, it's a Warriors team off back-to-back losses, and the second was a throwaway game. In Miami, on the second of back-to-backs where Kerr sat everyone. Now they're returning home. They're in revenge. The Blazers beat them by 20 when Golden State was in a back-to-back situation earlier this season. I think the Warriors can take care of business here. And I put my money on it. I advise my clients to do the same. Golden State, a clear choice for this bettor. And you got it for free for watching this video. So thank you. We appreciate your support. We appreciate your comments, your likes, your follows. Check out the website, WagerTalk.com, my homepage, WT.buzz/TC. Let's partner up and get on board. Good luck with all your bets on Friday night. And thanks for watching. Cheers. Stay tuned right here on this channel for more quality video content. Looking at Denver plus the points and Golden State minus. Cheers.